Roger, go for deploy.
Hey there, suckers. So today's episode is an episode between myself, Mac, and Tommy. We just sat down and caught up. Basically, Mac talked a little bit about some of his stuff he's going through with his gym, some of his hiring and letting go of staff problems. Talked a little about Tommy getting a number of a really hot chick that he was pretty chuffed with, and we talked about a whole other bunch of crap. We've been doing a couple of these shows where we just sit down and chat, and you guys have been liking them. Well, that's what we think anyway, because people have been telling us that they want more of it, so we're happy to do more of it. This particular show was recorded after about 5 hours of podcasting with Jared Fleming, which will be released next week, and with Paul and Jade Harmeister, which came out 2 days ago. So the energy isn't as ridiculous as normal, but we go through a fair bit of good stuff. It's a pretty interesting podcast. So hopefully you guys like it. Before we get into it, we are sponsored by Audible. So basically, guys, Audible is an audiobook service. So if you can't be bothered reading, if you don't have money to go to the bookstore and buy books, then you can just buy these books online and read them in your car or listen to them in your car. Listen to them wherever you are. If you're a tradesman, if you're at work, you can put a headphone in. You can knock out a book a day. Do you know how fucking smart you'll get? How quick you'll get smarter? It's the best service known to man. I really love it. I'm listening to the Bulletproof Diet as we speak from Audible. So it's kind of going in one ear and out the other because I don't know, some of it's confusing to me. But I want to maybe toy around with the ketogenic diet. So I've been having a listen to the book. So that's great. I've got meditations from Marcus Aurelius in my Audible account as well, ready to go for when I'm done with the Bulletproof Diet. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is a book about Marcus Aurelius, who was the emperor of Rome, I believe, and it's basically his diary, and somehow someone got their hands on it, and now we can listen to it. So it's pretty fascinating stuff. Anyway, moral of the story is it's an amazing way to take in information or get entertained. I listened to The Martian. Over the space of... So I do a little bit of work I do a little bit of tradie work for my dad from time to time. It's what I used to do very long ago, and I still from time to time give him a hand. Anyway, I did a couple of days work for him last year at some point, and it was just me, so I was working by myself. I had a headphone in, and I listened to The Martian over the space of 2 days. I didn't want to leave the job site. It was like an awesome film playing in my head for 14 hours straight. So if you want a free trial to check out Audible, guys, head to www.audibletrial.com/ADVF Radio. You'll get 30 days free to check out Audible and all their services, and you'll get one free audiobook. After that, it's $15 a month, or maybe $10 if you're in the US, and you get a free audiobook every month. It's badass. I don't know why I said badass. I don't think I've ever said that word in my life. Anyway, that's what putting headphones on does here. And our other sponsor is Adventure Fit Travel. So we've just released our newest trip, guys, which is out to the Philippines in November. That's the 1st till 7th of November. And we're going to be ziplining, freediving, cliff jumping, tons of cool stuff we're doing there. And Dimitri Klokov, world champion weightlifter, is guest coach again. So Dimitri was so stoked with Bali, he's in for the Philippines. So our Bali trips went really, really quickly, guys. So I'm not assuming there'll be tickets for this for very long. So make sure if you want to have the time of your life, check out our reviews on Facebook for our Bali trip. I had Ash Bedford. I'm about to have lunch with him. One of our Bali trip guys. He shook my hand, said I'd change his life forever. He could never thank me enough. That's the kind of thing we do to people. So check out our reviews if you're wondering, and head online www.adventurefittravel.com. Check out the Philippines trip and get involved. Anyway, here's our episode. Tommy, you got a date?
He's 12 years old. No, he threw me under the bus straight away.
What are you talking about?
He's like, oh, so we'll talk about this, that, and that. I'm like, yeah, sweet. I just put my headset on. And he goes, so you got a girlfriend? My nuts went up to my stomach.
Tell us about your new 12-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, God damn it.
Me and Mac have seen... Tommy, you tell the story. I'll preface the story by... Me and Mac have both seen the photo on Facebook, and this girl's really attractive, but she's legit 12. Me and Mac both said 12.
Look. Hang on, we weren't even in the same room.
Nah.
You got shown at a separate time.
3 hours earlier.
And then I just got shown, and I was like, is she 12? And Bill just cracks.
Look. Yeah, okay, she's young. Oh, God damn it.
What is she? Realistically, though, what is she, 15? At a stretch?
Look, she's deciding what to do for her VCE study. No, I think she's like 21.
Yeah, right. Why do you reckon? Tell the listeners what happened about that. She came up and gave you her number or something.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So, but it's just so fresh. It's so fresh. Hits aboard in 2002. Yeah, no, this super attractive chick came up to me and said, hey. And I was like, hey. And then she said, we got to talking. And then they left a bit after the gym, so she was with her friend.
Hang on, paint the scene, mate.
Oh, God.
I said hi, she said hi, and then...
next thing you know, okay, so
what happened?
I was at the gym, and these two girls came up to me and...
Look like a mother and daughter.
And you
look like a 21-year-old mother and a 12-year-old.
Our CrossFit Kids program doesn't start until 4 p.m.
Yeah. So, and then they came up to me and they were trying to get me to make a donation for something. And I pretended that I didn't have my wallet on me. Anyway, they left, and then I started cleaning the gym. And then one of the other chicks came back and she was like, oh, hey, this probably sounds super unprofessional, but my friend thought you were actually pretty cute. Do you reckon you could grab her number? And I pretty much said, does the Pope shit in the woods? And she kind of looked at me weird and wasn't sure if the Pope did shit in the woods or not. But I said to her that obviously it's a rhetorical question and he does. But after that, I grabbed a number and we started talking. And next thing you know, g'day.
Yeah. Where are you going to take her? First date?
Well, you mentioned that magic show.
Yeah, you paid me out last session about the magic show.
No. Yeah, that's right.
One of the questions I originally asked on the podcast was, what's your favourite date? So I wanted to be inspired for when eventually a man would take me on a date. And you all gave me nothing, so I decided to do it anyway. And so I discovered a magic show in Melbourne that was fucking awesome.
Really?
Where is it?
It's called Impossible Occurrences. It runs on every Friday night at the Marriott Hotel.
Yep.
Right.
And you can get a...
Just opposite the MCG?
No, mate. I'm not sure. No, it's up Collins Street, I think, Marriott.
Oh, right, okay.
Yep.
CBD.
Yep.
And you can do different packages. You can get a dinner and drinks package, and they do like a 3-course meal, and then your drinks, and then you get ushered into the little room first and stuff like that. It's set in like the 1900s. It's not a flamboyant show at all. It's not a rabbit out of a hat. It's this dude in a tux. There's about 30 to 40 people in the room. It's really intimate.
Yep.
And it was just mind-blowing. I had my jaw to the floor for... It only goes to 70 minutes, and I had it on the floor for the whole time. And
you on pills?
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
No, I'm usually chewing. People got called up. My girlfriend got called up on stage. And
really?
She was like one of the first or second sort of tricks.
What were they doing? What tricks?
It's
Cut her
just
in half?
street magic. No, not your. That's what I mean by flamboyant. It's not your.
It's like David Blaine.
It's not your
street
stage
magic
stuff. It's your real 1900s street magic.
Really? That's cool. That's nice.
And because it's so small, you can take your drinks and stuff in there, and you get up out of your seat to get closer to him, and you all come around a table, and he does this thing right in front of your face, and you're like, come on, mate, you're kidding me.
Yeah. Put some pants on.
Where's my pants gone? So that has been one of the best dates I've been on just recently because it's so... I don't know. You guys laughed at me when I said a magic trick, and it's out of the ordinary.
Did I laugh?
Yeah.
You weren't in the show, I don't think.
You weren't in the show, but you were laughing inside.
What are you talking about? No, oh, you're not talking
You were
about
sitting
me.
just over there.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't hear it because I would have been up for it. I love that shit.
Yeah.
So it's...
See, now you're up for
If
it.
you hadn't dated me. You hadn't dated me.
Anyway, take her there. It's
All right.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
one of the
How
best. A dinner package is about $80 maybe.
Oh.
That's a 3-course dinner. Hey, you tired ass.
Well, what about just a carton of milk and an egg?
All right, dirty bulk. I don't know. It's not
Not
expensive
too
at all.
horrendous.
Not expensive at all.
I bought Jill a pretty sweet birthday present, I reckon, the other day. I don't know whether she liked it, but I'm certainly going to like it. I bought...
So you bought yourself a birthday present.
Yeah, that's right.
I bought her a Hunter S. Thompson graphic novel. Like, it's a graphic novel of... This is not the actual what I'm going on to talk about. But I bought her Little Shop of Horrors tickets.
Right.
Little Shop of Horrors is like a musical stage show. Like, you know all these shows like The Phantom of the Opera, Little Shop of Horrors, Les Miserables... Witches, all these shows have been around for like 50 years. Like, I've heard of Little Shop of Horrors forever, and it's playing in Melbourne. So,
Les Mis has been around for like 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably 500 years.
Okay, let's go with that.
Did you write that one?
Yeah. How did you know that?
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked. It'll be the third or fourth time I've been to the theatre. Have you guys ever been to the theatre?
I've been to the theatre a ton of times.
Have
In
you?
New York, me and my mate, instead of going out and getting pissed or whatever, we just spent all our money on Broadway.
Yeah, it's sick,
It
isn't
was
it?
so good.
I saw The Lion King
man.
last year on Broadway.
Yeah.
That's the only
Mad.
theatre show I've seen is The Lion King.
Loved it?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, I thought it was pretty sick. I
So
saw
good at it.
I saw Dr. Zhivago
Oh, yeah.
with Anna, my Danish ex-girlfriend. She got us free tickets, and this was the first show I ever went to. And I was seriously thinking, like, because she was back in Australia. She did an exchange in Australia. She was back in Australia visiting her old cross-country coach. He's a real old guy, like ancient, like 80 years old. And cheers, shout out to all our ancient listeners out there.
Hang on a second.
But yeah, so she asked me, she's like, "Oh, hey, would you like to come to Dr. Zhivago? It's at the whatever stage, whatever place
theatre.
hosted it. Fuck, I'm all over the shop. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I was thinking that it would be lame. You know, I was like 23 or 25 or something maybe, and I was like, stage show. Fuck.
More like lame-o.
Yeah, no shit. And then, but I went there, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
So good. Really
It's just
felt
such a production, isn't
Yeah.
it? I mean, I saw the best in the world being on Broadway and everything.
Yeah.
But
What did you see?
I saw Les Mis. I saw the colour is purple.
Yeah.
With Jennifer Hudson. I saw Phantom of the Opera twice.
Did you like Phantom of the Opera?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, mate, I fucking hated it.
Open up your eyes.
That's the only
let your fantasies.
the only show that I haven't liked.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen that, The Lion King, and Les Mis. Only three, I think.
Yeah.
No, not Les Mis. Dr. Zhivago. Didn't like Phantom of the Opera. Couldn't get into it. Saw it on the West End.
Oh yeah. Okay. Very nice. Did you? So you really?
Nah,
But
couldn't
isn't
get
it
into it.
so lovely?
Right,
It was a bit sad, but I cried at it.
Really?
Yep.
You legit
I full blown cried on it. Yep. I was
you stub your toe or something?
slightly hungover. Yeah. I stubbed my toe.
Don't run out of popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Date
just
kisses the bloke sitting next to him.
yeah. Well, yeah. The part in the show where like he dies. But did you cry on Les Mis?
I haven't seen Les Mis on stage. I've only seen it on the movie. With,
Hey, thanks for giving it away.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I know.
Shit, sorry. I did
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, well, anyway, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's dad, so in case you didn't know. Sorry. Homer. That sounds pretty cool to the microphone.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Hey, what's going on with that new staffing at your box, Mac? Have you sorted that out?
Staff.
You remember you lost the guy?
Yeah, we lost a
quit.
couple. Lost a couple. So we're actually we're doing a CDP, Coach Development Program,
Right.
that I've just introduced this year, actually. So it's to train people up in our gym through 10 sessions. So it's like Coach the Coaches sessions. And through that, we talk about group control and scaling options and just the basics, you know, because in the past, people have all these qualifications on paper and you throw them in front of a group of 10, 15 people and they just freak out. They have no idea what to do. Safety is not their number one priority. Members' experience is not their number one priority. They just are deer in the headlights.
Yeah, right.
So we just wanted to prevent that and have run a CDP. So we've put 5 people this year through it. So jobs aren't guaranteed at the end, but it's good to know that there's 5 people,
putting their hand up
to be an intern and stuff like that. And
right.
Are they members of your gym?
Yeah, they're members. Okay. Yep. I'll probably look at hiring someone with experience, and then it's compulsory. They need to go through it because they need to know what I expect from them and what our culture's like as well. So that's what's happening with that. And
how long's the process for that, the CDP?
The internship, or stage 1, it goes in stages, is 40 hours.
What?
So
stage 1's 40 hours?
Stage 1 is 40 hours, and that consists of CDP coaching hours, so sessions with myself, going over how to become a better coach. Similar stuff to your level 1, level 2 CrossFit, but
one-on-one stuff from you to them.
Yeah, also in groups. Like so, I've got 2 people going through it now. So 3 people going through it now, and I just previously had 2 people. So, well, for my time management, just throw them all in because I think they learn from other people's mistakes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you can highlight, okay, cool, this is X, Y, and Z. And I'll give you a prime example that, we talked about scaling options, for instance, and I gave them an example. All right, cool, you've got a lady coming in here and it's a free trial day and we've got handstand push-ups.
Yep.
What do you do? And they're typically, okay, cool, we'll kick them up to a handstand, I suppose, and from there you just got to start teaching. Well, hang on a second, this girl, this lady is 40 years old. She hasn't kicked up to a handstand in ever. She's overweight. She's going to clearly fall on her head.
Yep.
She's not going to have a great experience.
Hit herself in the face.
Yeah. So it's just educating them that way that there's a lot more. There's a lot more to it than just going, okay, cool. Here's the workout of the day. All right, everyone go, and I can just encourage.
Yeah, for sure.
Because people pay premium dollars to go to a CrossFit gym to get coached. So we want to make sure that if anything happens, no matter where I am, no matter where the other coaches are, whoever is taking the class, everyone knows exactly what is expected from all coaches.
Yep.
And that all the members have the exact same experience.
Do you have all this in writing as well? Like
I have it in
KPIs
writing.
and you...
We don't necessarily have KPIs.
Key performance indicators?
Yeah, thanks, mate. Do you own a gym?
Yes, CrossFit Tom. We're local.
We're very, very local. We're sitting on this corner of Doc's couch at the moment.
That's right. No members currently.
So, no, listen, I have weekly check-ins, certainly with all my interns, and they're weekly CDP coaching classes. And then with the interns, they shadow my classes only.
Yep.
And then they start to have a bit of a speaking role after the 40 hours is completed. So within the CDP, you've got, or within the internship, you've got your CDP classes that is about 10 to 12 hours. You've got your observational hours, so that's just purely them staying to my right-hand hip.
Yep.
Seeing how I talk to members, seeing that I'm going to cue this person differently to this person. I'm going to speak to this person differently to this person. I know this person you can joke around and, give a bit of banter to.
Yep.
I wouldn't do it with this person, X, Y, and Z.
Pretty hard to teach that. Well, and I suppose you can teach the basics of the idea behind once you know the people.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is when they're just observing. So I would say, right, cool, who are you looking at now? And they're looking at something else. And I'll be like, no, well, actually, I'm looking at these 4 people right now because they're my prime concern or whatever it is, And then I say, okay, cool, what did you notice about this lift? And they'll be like, I don't know. And I'll be like, okay, cool. On this next lift,
cool,
I want you to watch their example arms.
Yeah.
Do they bend early in the arms? And that's all you're looking for. And then over the 40-odd hours, this takes 8 to 12 weeks.
Yep.
Then they start to have a bit more of a speaking role, very, very slowly. And then
get them to take the warm-up or something like that?
Or the stretching.
We actually don't do a group warm-up. We teach people in the basics how to warm up, specifically to it. So what we actually do is then after they've shadowed me around for the main classes, which is about 10 to 20 hours, they'll also do about 10 to 20 hours of just observing our basics, which is your fundamentals or on-ramp. we have to do 5 sessions on our basics. And so they just purely observe. And in this, like, I teach them not to say extend. And you can't get a newbie, 40-year-old mum that comes in and go, right, I want you to extend. You just simplify it. They're
You've got to know who you're talking to.
They're already very overwhelmed with
You got to talk
snatch.
like you're talking to a 2-year-old child as well.
Well, this is internal, external cues we're talking about here.
Wilbur's a great coach, my mate Wilbur. I always used to laugh because he would always say, this is when you've got to engage your hip extensors. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean to anyone?
That's so true. Yeah.
I don't think you need to verbalise your knowledge. I think a good coach will
word cues.
Absolutely will get the result out of the member or athlete or client any old
right.
how. So I sort of forgot where I was at, but they just observe, and so that takes about 40 hours, and then as they start to maybe take the intro, they introduce a class, and then get comfortable speaking in front of people, and then they go to stage 2.
Then they go to stage 2.
Yeah, so that's all in stage 1.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
And then stage 2 is a bit more in depth and a bit more advanced coaching. Right, cool. So you've taught someone basics of the clean. Right now, this is how you make a better coach or someone a bit better than just your new member.
And how long's that process if the other one's 40 hours of?
Yeah, another 8 weeks. About 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks for stage 1 and stage 2.
Right.
Okay.
So it's a lengthy process. It's the first time I'm doing it, and already the quality that I'm seeing is amazing. Wish I had done this 3 years ago. However, the only struggle is that these guys and girls have no experience. So they've got after their stage 1, they are required to get their level 1 CrossFit.
Yep.
After stage 2, they're required to get their AWF cert.
Okay. Oh, cool.
And then
so what? Every one of your coaches has to have AWF level 1 and CrossFit level 1?
From now, yep.
Oh.
Yep, to do stage 2. There are, in saying that, there is one coach who is still the original coach with me. He doesn't have his AWF, but he has more knowledge than
experience, I guess.
Yeah. So him and I, we're trained under the same person. So, but all of our other coaches haven't been there from the start, and they're all required to bump them up that next pay bracket. If they want to get a pay rise, they want more hours, they want more leadership, they are required to get their AWF.
Yeah.
For the people that are listening from places outside of Australia or even in Australia, AWF is Australian Weightlifting Federation club level coach. So that's 1, 2, and 3 club, state and national level. So it's the basic weightlifting certificate. How come you don't do warm-ups? I've discussed this with you before, but that's a pretty contentious issue for a lot of people. What's your theory behind it? How do you make it work, I should say?
Yeah, what's class formation?
It just works. So class starts at, example, 5:30 p.m. and people rock up anywhere before that, and they do their own warm-ups. If we're snatching, I don't want people going for a run. If we're snatching, your hands are on the bar, you're doing some muscle snatches, you're doing some drop snatches, you're doing some snatch balances, you're doing some back thrusters, you're doing stuff with the barbell in a functional manner. So we teach them that. Obviously,
when you teach them that's all well and good. Sorry to cut you off. You got someone cruising around that will help people go through the warm-up? Or?
Yeah, what if a newbie comes in and it doesn't know that they should be opening their thoracic or their hips if they're going to snatch?
Yeah, we're teaching that in the basic sense. So there's 5 sessions, and there's always a coach on 20 minutes before class. So the coaches are paid 20 minutes before, then they do the class, then it's 15 minutes after.
Okay.
So they have coaches in the warm-up to help them do their warm-up.
Giving them
there's coaches
individual warm-ups.
Before the class starts, So, it's not individual. Everyone's just doing the same stuff. People might jump on the row and we're snatching. All right, cool, let's warm up for snatches.
Right.
Yeah, only reason I say that is because I trained at Schwartz's a few times. You obviously used to train at Schwartz's. When I trained at Schwartz's,
that's where we pinched the idea from.
Yeah, when I walked in there, they were like, "Oh yeah, warm-ups on the board, class starts in an hour," and I was in group 2 because they didn't know how elite of an athlete I was.
Because you were shit.
But
now you weightlift, don't you?
Very funny. But
I'm gonna do it every single show.
So when I walked in there, they're like, "Yeah, warm-ups on the board." No one was doing the warm-up.
No.
No.
What were they doing?
Your gym might be different. I'm not saying that. I'm not
smoking darts.
Not saying that your gym's not.
What do you do for a warm up if you got snatches?
I warm up for my snatch.
Well, that's exactly what we do.
Yeah,
we got snatches and you want to be at 70%.
No, come up. Have a go at him.
I'm not having a go. I'm not having a go at you. I'm saying what I saw at Schwartz's, and I didn't think it worked. Yeah. So, it definitely didn't work at Schwartz's because for the few sessions that I'd done there was people that would be sitting over there talking about their weekend. A few people would be doing double unders, like doing 30 double unders every 5 minutes, and then a few people that knew what the workout was and they were looking at the board and they were actually following the warm-up. Yeah. So what I'm asking you is how do you police it? Because, you say, like, you do the 5 sessions of the snatch and then, you asked about opening your hips and you said, yeah, well, they learn that in the warm-up. Everyone learns that in the whatever, but 90% of people forget that straight off the bat.
Yeah.
And you don't need to worry about opening the hips. You need to worry about them hurting themselves. Basically.
Well, the thing is, we have fundamentals and stuff at our gym, and it's a thing of, I'll have newbies that have done the fundamentals, and they'll come and they'll be like, so what's a front squat? Someone said, what's a barbell?
Yeah.
Things like that, where it's like, okay, you're clearly not ready to, I really have to
You're clearly not ready to be in here at all.
That's right.
Everyone's got to start somewhere. So I'm saying there's 2 coaches on and they're walking the gym floor.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
because
that's cool.
Benji and the guys at Schwartz's didn't have that on the days that I was there, and no one was doing the warm-up. So that's what I was asking. That's why I asked, how do you make it work? Because obviously I trust you make it work. You think it's great.
And so 10 minutes before the class, we'll be like, right, bars out, snatching, warming up, shoes are on, thumbs are taped, all that stuff. Yeah. That's all good. And then we just go from there.
Yeah, okay.
It just works, mate. I didn't explain it probably, but there's
no, you explained it.
I just don't line people up in 2 lines and be like, and elbows high and outside, or drop snatch. It's just like people need different things to warm up. So there's a whole heap of mobility going on. There's barbells out. There's foam rollers. There's people in the rowers. But I say if we're snatching, cleaning, squatting, you do that movement 10 minutes before we start.
Okay,
it's interesting.
I like it.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
because I treat them exactly how I would warm up, and if I'm snatching and we're going to 80%, I'm not going to go for a run and do some pull-ups and push-ups and air squats.
But for sure.
I'm going to get out a barbell and I'm going to do some muscle snatches. I'm going to do some back squats and back
thrusters. But you're a seasoned weightlifter. You're a 1%er.
You're a 1%er in the CrossFit community.
But that's what my gym does. I teach them all that.
But some people aren't at that level yet.
Yeah. Some people aren't that motivated.
You're telling me that you can't give a newbie 10 thrusters.
No.
No, you can do whatever you want with them. What we're saying is people aren't defaulting doing the right thing. This is what I think. This is why I'm asking it. Because I would imagine that Mary Smith,
how is she?
50. She's well.
Yeah,
she's really well after the kids.
Oh, good.
But Mary Smith, mother of 2, 55 years old, got a hip problem. Yeah. Never done any exercise in life, but wants to lose 15 kilos.
Yeah.
And she's done the on-ramp. What I'm saying is that I don't think she's going to default, we're snatching today. I better do 3 from the high hip, 3 from the hang. I better do some slow pulls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not going to, and that's why I was saying, what do you use to police that?
We have 2 coaches walking around.
Yeah.
And it's pretty quickly identified who the newbies are. We know them.
And you triage those newbies a little more than you.
Yeah, you can group them more.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
And call them names.
We're all adults. Like I don't want to. They're not prisoners. They don't have to jump when I say jump.
Yeah.
Nah, that's fair enough. That's good. I like that. I like the whole thing. It's like if you've got coaches there.
Bill likes the whole thing.
It's definitely softly policed.
Yeah.
Everyone's just doing a bit different.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No one's doing 3 high hang snatches and then resetting and then 3 from the knee. It's just, you get a barbell in your hand, do 10 thrusters, put the bar down, tape your thumbs, pick the bar up, do a couple muscle snatches, put some weight on, whatever it is.
Yep. Fair enough.
Oh.
What else has been happening anyway then, Mac, outside of work, outside of that party life?
Just living the dream. No, I'm going up to...
you're broke, you're doing fuck all. No, normally when someone says I'm living the dream...
Yeah, they are so not living the dream. Yeah. Depression.
Suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself.
Welcome to another episode of Depression Cast.
I'm off to Sydney next week for a property seminar. So,
really?
So this is the dude...
that sounds amazing.
How many investment properties you got, buddy?
None. I'm living the dream.
Made about 150 grand on my last one, buddy. Living the dream, mate. No, I get right into property, and it's something I definitely want to look at. And I'm currently looking at my second one, and this is going to give me some insights on how to look for more.
What's the like the subject of the course?
Oh, it's called Quantum Property. So he's
buying residential. Is about like developing big. Is it about generally everything, or is
residential
it like
and commercial?
Buying more residential and commercial properties.
So it's how to get properties under the market.
How to leverage using your
So we're just
equity and so forth.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Just multiply your properties. Yeah, sick.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
He's more my life coach, and there's a group of us. This is sort of that mentoring. You know, we have mentoring calls, like Skype calls, group calls weekly about property, and people will ring up, or not ring up, just talk on the computer, I suppose, about, you know, possible options that they've got. And he goes, okay, cool, this is how you can avoid tax this way on this option, and make sure you do it this way. So it's just tips. And then a couple of times a year we get together as a big group up in Sydney, and everyone sort of brings what they've got to the table, and then he would suggest, okay, cool, if this is your option, have you thought about this way to leverage a bit more? And so what we're learning is you don't even, you know, you can have you can buy a house with $1 type of thing.
Yeah,
you know,
105% loan.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's sick. What are you paying for that? I've just started with a business coach. That's why I ask. I'm wondering how much you're spending on.
It's a few grand.
Educating yourself. A few grand for the year.
Yeah, it's a bit more than a few grand, but it's like definitely worth it.
Why don't you tell us how much it is?
It's 'cause
you don't have to. My business coach is $2,500 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
Are you paying Jenna Reinhardt?
Nah. Gina's.
How is Jenna?
But no, I was just genuinely interested to see.
Yeah. So this property one is 15 grand.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
For the yearly.
For this week in Sydney.
Really?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
You might raise your eyebrows, and so did I. But in one transaction, I made 150.
When's that? What do you mean?
From the equity. From the equity of this property that I've got now in St Kilda. That's already made 150 grand in equity.
Yeah, right.
So yes, you spend a bit and whatever up front, but the knowledge you learn, you can just get in a little bit here. And so we bought this under market value, significantly under market value, and I wouldn't have known that if it wasn't for this dude.
What's that old saying? Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man a fish, he'll never go hungry.
And what he says is just little things. Like, people always try and rip off your agents. They're like, try and get down their agent's fees. Their agent fees might be $5,000. He goes, pay him double. You know, spend money to make money. And the fact that if your agent asks for $5,000 and you barter him down, it's like someone saying to you, "Oh, hey, do you want to work for half rate for me?"
Yeah,
they're going to put in a half-assed job.
Sure.
Yeah. But if I say to you, certainly with property, because if I go to you, "Hey, mate, I'll pay you double," he's going to work harder to find me a better house under market.
And the thing with that is, he's going to fight. You know how you talk to a real estate agent and they're like, "Oh, look, I'm not supposed to fucking tell you this, but the owners really need to get rid of it." And you just think, as soon as someone says that to me, you're like, this dude's dodgy as fuck. He's doing the same thing on the other side of the fence, 100%. You know, but because a lot of real estate agents are dodgy both ways equally, it might sway them to look after you a little bit more. And that looking after you is 20, 30 grand, you know, probably something like that. So, no, that's sick. I used a buyer's agent when I bought my house in Thornbury. So I'd always bought my first 3 properties. I bought myself, just went and sourced them, went and did all the research, went to 1,000 open for inspections and so on. And I knew the areas relatively well. It was pretty straightforward because they were houses on a 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom on 700 square metre block. Whereas when you bring units in the so I was buying a unit in Thornbury. I didn't know the area of Thornbury very well, and I don't know the ins and outs of units very well either. There's so many small pieces of the puzzle with a unit that can make or break that makes it much more valuable than. Yeah. And I wasn't willing to put in the time to fucking learn all of those. Yeah. Because I didn't have the time, and if I learnt it, what it cost me to get a buyer's advocate was $7,000. Yeah. So $7,000, and he did all the negotiations as well. Perfect. So 100% I made the $7,000 back in the negotiations because I'm a shit negotiator. I just know that. So in my opinion, I already made the back on the actual price of the sale, and he got me a really awesome unit that I don't think I would have got a unit. I wouldn't have found a unit and known its worth, you know.
Absolutely.
And it took out all the legwork. I didn't have to. I was still working. I was working as a tradie at the time, so I could work. I could work every day, make good money there, and then rather than spending 2 hours a day on realestate.com, I enjoy all that stuff, but 2 hours a day on realestate.com, driving up to the houses, doing over inspections every weekend, especially in the city, and so for me, it was a no-brainer to get a buyer's advocate. Little different, but totally 100%. Like when you're talking real estate or business, like me with my business coach, 1% here, 5% there, luck of the draw, getting the right help. These little things like that, they're not $500, couple $100, $50 there, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000.
Yeah,
you know. So I.
But knowledge is power, you know, and that's where this. He's also my life coach. He teaches me a lot about everything, really. But he's all about leveraging and building teams. And I've been a lone wolf for most of my life. Like, I know where I'm going in life, and I know the direction, and you can either come with me or you don't, but I know where I'm going. This guy has changed my opinion on that because, you know, you need other people. So what we're doing this week, next week in Sydney, we're there to build the team.
Yep.
So there might be, say, 30 or 40 people at the conference, all from different states. And what happens is all the Melburnians get together and bang, there's 10 people there. Find out who's your negotiator. Find out who's your person that loves to crunch numbers.
Yep.
Find out who's your finder. Find out who's searching for your advocate or whatever, your agent. And so you can leverage off your team. Just say you've got 10 people. 10% of a lot is still a lot, where 0% of 100 is still zero. Does that make sense? So he's saying, like, if you want to get into the market or whatever, it's like, oh, I don't have the money or whatever. You don't need the money. You just need the right people around you and build off your team. And you'll
That's fair enough. What do you got?
So what's been going on with you, Bill?
Not much. I've got my weightlifting. Next weightlifting comp on Saturday. I'm
there it
is. Preparing for that.
I'll stitch you up for that one.
Well, you just an answer?
Yeah, no. So you get pumped for it? You got to lose a keg, don't you?
I got to lose 1.5 kilos.
Okay.
But it'll be sweet. I just won't eat a ton of food. And
do you eat a ton of food now, though?
Nah, yeah, I eat a fair bit. I've got a pretty fast metabolism, so I have to. But yeah, got to drop 1.5 kilos, which shouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
I'm maxing out my clean and jerk later today. And it'll be good. Next Sunday, actually.
Okay.
Which is lame.
So what do you do? What do you do a week prior to a comp? You start thinking about the weights you're going to move, or you?
Not really. I just try and relax.
Yep.
Let's try and chill right out. So we'll do, depending on, I think because it's a Sunday comp, we'll probably train Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I haven't spoken to Ivan because the comp just got moved yesterday from Saturday to Sunday because there was so many people in this one competition.
Yep.
And so normally I'll just train Monday, Wednesday, Friday maybe, and I'll just be super light, move some barbells around, do some lightish squats, and then Tuesday, which I would normally train, I'll rest. I'd probably go, I've been getting a float tank in every Tuesday. So I'll get a float in there. Thursday I'll go see Jill, which is, I'll get an osteo treatment.
Is that what you call it?
Rub and tug.
Thomas the Tank.
But
Tug's Bunny.
But sorry, babe. Sorry about that. I'm in trouble now. Anyway, I'll go see Jill, and then Friday maybe I'll do some real light barbell stuff. But
so what do you do when you're resting? Like, what's a rest day apart from the float tank? Stretch a bit? Or?
Nah, I don't. I should do more stretching. I pretty much try and go and get like an hour of something in, because then it's done. Like, I'll go and I'll get a float, or I'll get if I'm not that motivated, I should probably stretch more and do a lot of my own, rolling around and stuff. But I just can't, I don't know, I can't get my head around doing it. So I just, they're my two go-tos normally.
Float or...
Yeah, float and a treatment.
Float and a treatment. Yeah. Okay.
And that'll get me pretty up and about. I did that Wings for Life run on Sunday night though.
Yep.
So I was primed, like I was moving pretty well, and my Ivan said that the other day. He said I did some pulls and I felt like I was moving really well. Like I was just moving heavy pulls like a light weight, and just in the zone. Ivan said it to me. He said good, looks great. I said, oh, yeah, thanks. He said, you're in the groove I want all my lifters to get into, but they very rarely ever do. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Big compliment.
Because this is the best I've felt in 2 years.
Wow.
3 years, I reckon. And then I went and did the Sugar and Benny Kane, two of my really good mates. They're brothers in a wheelchair from a footy accident. And there was the Wings for Life run that Red Bull did. So I wanted to enter to do that to raise money for spinal cord research. And it sold out. Like, I had problem booking in online, and then it sold out. And then I got the late call up Sunday night.
Yep.
So I went Sunday of last week. So that's like 5 days ago for the listeners from when I'm talking now. And it fucked me all week. Monday I trained I still trained Monday, but I ran 7 kilometers on the road with like no run, not real. It wasn't really wearing real running shoes. So, and I haven't got into more than a brisk jog in like 3 years.
Yeah.
And that, my friend, is why we don't run as a warm-up.
Yeah. It trashed me. So I had a pretty rough training week. I had a bad day Monday. I just got a bit done. Couldn't clean off the floor. Did some pulls, but couldn't do anything real dynamic. Did some work. And then Wednesday was okay. I got heaps of rehab in. It just snatched a ride on Wednesday. It just hasn't been a perfect... I kind of wish I didn't do it, the run, for the competition purposes, but I was never not going to do it for my mates' purposes.
Yeah.
The boys it's like 15 of us did it. There was 30 countries around the world.
Yeah, right.
Took part in this Red Bull event. It was everyone started running at the same time, all around the world.
Cool.
Some countries were starting running at 3 a.m. We started at 9 p.m. And there's a car that starts. You get a 30-minute head start. And there's a car that starts and it goes 15 kilometers an hour, and then it catches you at whatever point you've made.
Right. And what does that signify?
It's just like how much you've raised towards... I forget. I don't really know how it works, but whatever you run, Red Bull will put in or whatever. Something, I can't really remember because I didn't have to raise any money or get any sponsors. But the more you run, the more money goes towards the research.
Yeah.
Basically. So Sugar and Benny, they ran like 33 Ks.
Oh.
Yeah, people were doing marathons. It's set up. Benny next year wants to do a marathon. Sugar as well. They run a lot. They're into it. They'll run a marathon next year for sure. They weren't really in form this year. I ran the least. I ran 7 Ks, and a few guys ran
That's still a fair few.
Yeah, it was 7 kilometres more than I've run in total in the last 3 years.
In your whole life?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
How long did it take to run 7 Ks?
You're still doing it now?
All right. By 7 Ks, I mean I ran 5, and then I walked and shuffled another 2. It was pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. There was people zooming past me on wheelchairs. There was people in wheelchairs zooming past me.
Oh, but they've got wheels.
yeah, true. It's an unfair advantage.
That's so unfair.
It's an unfair advantage for sure.
Hey, I want to test you on your Spanish. How's that studying been going?
Not bad.
Not too bad?
Yeah, muy bien.
What?
Muy bien. Very good.
Very good. Oh, yeah,
Come on.
nice.
You're
Okay.
the
I'm joking.
teacher.
I know.
What do you got?
What is la puerta?
La puerta or la puerta?
Does it mean
I don't know.
toilet or bathroom? Or
No. That's
it's
baños. Baño.
What do you... how's it spelled? Let's say it again.
La puerta.
La puerta?
Yep.
No sé.
Door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
no, my Spanish is fucked.
Muy bien.
I'll put door in a sentence, but you have to tell me what the sentence is, okay? Siempre se le echa la culpa al gobierno.
Mate, I think if someone that could speak Spanish said that to me, I'd be able to work it out.
Well, it actually means the blame is always laid at the door of the government.
Right.
So spice up your study, mate.
I know. What a joke.
It's going all right.
What a joke I am. Yeah, so I've just been getting ready for the comp anyway.
Yep. What do you do with, I know you said you just don't eat as much when you're trying to, because you're a little bit over, but you're not always overweight before you do a comp, do you? Do you do like different things for
no,
in terms of nutrition before doing like a comp? Or?
No, not really. I eat pretty well as it is.
Yeah.
I just carry on eating well. But this is the first time that I've been... Yeah, this is the first time that I've had to come down for a comp.
I thought so.
Yeah, I got up to like 87 most of last year, or when I was healthy last year.
Yeah.
But I didn't compete all last year.
No.
I trained most of the year, but I had a big back spasm 5 days out from the comp.
Yep.
My comeback comp. So I never had to actually cut the weight and get down. Or not cut, but like I never had to get down. So this is the first time I've had to come down. It's been about 2 kilos. I'm down to about 1.5 now. I'll be sweet.
Yeah.
What routines do you say to yourself or do prior to a lift?
I just try and be real calm.
Yeah.
Super, super calm. If I'm out the back and I'm ready to go, then I'm ready to go. If I have a 5-minute gap in between or like a 10-minute gap in between lifts, that'll happen. Sometimes you'll hit your first, second's not going to be for 10 minutes. I'll do a pull at the weight I'm going to snatch out on the platform. So I'll still move up in weight. I'll just do a pull. And then when I get out on the platform, I always get the sniffy salts for snatch and the clean and jerk.
I've never had those.
I've never had it as well. What does it
fucking
make you?
sick.
Does this get you up and about?
I forget what the actual what it's actually called. The salt is
Cocaine.
called. Yeah,
Definitely cocaine.
but it's like getting splashing cold water in your face.
Yep.
It's like woof.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just goes straight to your head and you're just like, whoa, you're waking right up. I don't know the science behind it at all. But so yeah, I'll get the sniffy salts and then I don't walk out until about 45 seconds. So
Is that superstition?
I just don't like walking out at right on the minute. I'll walk out 45 seconds so that by the time I'm up on the platform and I'm just about to address the bar, the buzzer will go, the 30-second buzzer. So I don't like, if I walk out there a minute, it takes me about 30 seconds, I've worked out, basically. And then if the buzzer goes when I'm about to lift, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
But I don't also want to leave it till I've got 3 seconds left to lift, even though that'd be fine.
I know people that will wait till like the 3-2 or the 1 just for adrenaline kicks. And they'll try and beat it. Yeah, it sort of pumps them up.
That's
They're like, am I going to miss it? Am I going to miss it? I'm going to hit it. And they'll just wait and they'll wait and they'll wait and they'll wait. And then 1 second hits and then they'll start to lift.
That's cool.
Wow, that's interesting.
He said, I just don't think you'd be...
when I mean peoples, I mean just one person.
Oh, right. Yeah. I wonder,
I know a guy.
how does he or she go? Are they good?
Yeah.
Good weightlifters?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Takes
that's
me so long
pretty
to set
interesting.
my bloody back right. I reckon I wouldn't be able to do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's my routine. I just try and be... I'm not pumped up when I'm going to lift. I'm internally pumped up, but I'm trying deep breaths, real stoic face. I walk super, super, super slow. Get out on the platform.
Total opposite to me.
Yeah,
get
it done.
I'm just...
Yeah.
Not
Really?
screaming. I'm swearing to myself. I'm stomping my feet. I grip the bar super hard. I'm just
none
like,
of
come
that.
on, you fuck. Just get it. And I just, bang, done, got it.
None of that for me.
But when I celebrate, I won't often. My psych up is really angry and aggressive, but once I hit the weight, I very rarely slam the bar or yell
Well, I can't
afterwards.
slam the bar.
Yeah. What? You're not allowed to.
Well, I don't really max out too much in training, but on the platform, obviously can't slam the bar.
Yeah.
But
Do you get penalised for that?
yeah, you can't slam the bar.
Can't slam the bar.
You'll get no lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically you can because it happens. You just have to have control.
Well, you dump the bar, yeah.
Well,
you
your
can't
hands
throw
have
it
to
down
be. Both hands must be on the floor.
Yeah, but
On the floor, on the bar.
But in saying that as well, if you slam the bar, you can still, even if you control it past the shoulders, which is what they say, they can still say you slam the bar, no lift.
Right.
You know?
But everyone knows what a slam as opposed to a controlled dump looks like.
Yeah.
Probably the wrong word to say.
I don't know why I thought that was so funny.
Because you're a
'cause I'm an
4-year-old,
idiot.
mate.
I'm an idiot. But no, I'm super calm. Like I'll walk out and I'll stand up and I'll walk and I'll put left foot under the bar, right foot under the bar. I'll stand.
I'm right foot. We are so opposite.
Yeah, I'll stand there and then I'll take a few deep breaths. Since the Michael Inglis podcast, I'll close my eyes and I'll think of like 2 perfect snatches or whatever, and I'll think of what I'm going to do. And then I'll stand there on the platform. I used to crack my neck, like not crack my neck, but stretch my neck. Stand there. I like take in because I fucking love standing on the platform. I love being on the platform. It's the number one thing. I said when I got Ivan told me I was lifting in this comp, I said I would forfeit. I was so excited. I said, you know what? I reckon I'd forfeit this 30 days of my life to have the comp tomorrow. I'd just lose it.
Really?
I just love competing that much in weightlifting.
Yeah.
It's my favourite thing in the world.
Do you do this in training? Like, will you stand behind the bar and...
Only when it's about
90%
over 90%.
plus? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I still my routine's still the same. It'll be right foot, right hand, left hand, fucking whatever, get ready, boom. But actually standing up on the platform, opening my chest up, closing my eyes, I might
And
do
then you
that in
shake your arms.
training. Yeah, I shake my arms, I
Yep.
shake my neck.
Yeah.
I might do that at like 95% plus. But not often in training. So it's funny because, I'm the total opposite to you. Liam, one of my good mates from weightlifting, he's second in Australia. He's like a bull. He's like smashing the platform. But he has the same thing every time. It's funny because he's like, he goes, and then he'll walk up, get some chalk, and he'll go, like I don't know,
right.
but he makes the same noises at the same points.
Okay.
Grabs the bar, goes right, left foot.
Kieran Hogan style.
Kind of like Kieran, yep. He'll go right, left foot, and then he'll make the same exact moans, groans, noises
lift, yeah.
throughout, but like time to the second after the exact mannerism. Like it's a perfect routine.
Yeah.
Looks like someone outside looking in, you're like, fuck, this dude's pumped up, whatever, he's just gone.
Yeah.
Getting all up and about. But every time it's the exact same.
Yeah.
And, so it's funny how it works. Like, yeah, everybody's different. For me, I just try and be like, but I also pride myself on, but you move really well as well, but I pride myself on being a smooth mover. So I try and be calm, fluid. When I'm thinking about the snatch, I'm thinking about speed, but I'm also thinking about positioning. I'm trying to be, I know what I got to do. I just got to fucking hit it here, get under fast. I don't know. It makes me feel like it's what I should be doing. Obviously, to you, it's different. Funny.
Yeah, I just pace. But once my hands go on the bar, that's it. Then it's just nothing.
Yep.
Like I'm pacing, I'm swearing at myself, calling myself names you don't want to know, and stamping my feet. But I'll stomp my right, stomp my left. Right hand goes. As soon as my left hand goes, there's no other thought.
Yeah.
It's just work hard or stay over, whatever I need to concentrate on for that day.
Right.
Hey, massive tangent, but I do not know this about either of you. What music do you guys listen to? Do you guys like music?
I used to DJ. I used to DJ in clubs.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
People-
Oh, you like Deep House. I know you like Deep
People
House.
that
I
don't
like
like
electro.
music are evil.
And, yeah,
But,
psychos.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like music.
What do you like, Bill?
This is the most, 100%. Met Jill's sister the other day and she asked me, this is the number one question in the entire world that makes me feel uncomfortable.
What music
Why?
do you like?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Because I don't know how to answer it. I have no answer. And I kind of feel like I should have an answer.
Hey, Doc,
Yo.
what music do you like?
Yeah, see, I normally would say I like a bit of everything. See, what I'll do is I'll put on a playlist.
Yep.
I'll put on... I basically work every day to Triple J's Hottest 100 for one of the last 4 or 5 years, and I'll just play it all the way through. So I know tons of songs, tons of music, and sing along to heaps of stuff. I don't know who sings it or what the song is.
Why don't you just say I like the songs
Triple
on
J.
Triple J?
Yeah, well, that's
Because
it's not a type
But
of music.
I like indie alternative rock.
Yeah, if I say I like Triple J, then
I'm
saying
a massive Triple J fan, and I'm the same. Apart from like Deep House or Electro or something like that, I'll just say I like Triple J.
Yeah.
Everything on Triple J.
Well, that's a music station, not a type of music. So Triple J's like can be Kanye West, fucking Sarah Blasco.
But people,
like
if someone said to me, I like Triple J, I'd have a general understanding. I would
Yeah,
feel
you
like
would.
they've
I get that.
satisfyingly
I get
answered
that.
the question.
I
you
get
know?
that. I could have answered what type of radio, what type of
Triple
music
J.
I would have said Triple J.
Yeah.
But as far as that's what I mean. As far as like what type
genres.
of music do you listen to, it just stumps me, and I just I don't
It's a
know.
tough one, though. Really tough.
What do you
like,
guys listen to?
I like every single genre there is. I'll
Even
tell you.
like the
I
death
reckon I can
metal
tell
and
you.
stuff?
Hey,
the death metal and
yep,
the
fine.
grunge.
Fine.
What do you
Anything.
mean fine or you like it?
Like it. Like
Do
it.
ya?
Yep.
Wow.
Screamers?
Everything. Yep. Everything. Yep. Think it's good.
I hate that shit.
All right.
Oh.
Another one. Give me another one.
Gays AIDS.
Yep. Like it.
Slipknot was alright in the old.
Slipknot are
Screamers.
great. I love
Nah,
Slipknot.
not for me.
No? What about Slip? I don't know. No, I like it all, man. There's a time and a place for everything. And I reckon like heavy metal like Slipknot, that comes from an amazing place, you know? But that's not all. I think I get the impact here, or the idea that that's all I listen to. I don't. I mostly listen to, what am I listening to at the moment? Radiohead. Listen to heaps of Radiohead.
Yeah.
Gay.
and Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam. But I'm also listening to Gesaffelstein, so like electro house, gangster rap, Mozart. I listened to Mozart 2 weeks ago, and it was great.
All right.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, mate. Anything, absolutely anything.
That's cool. Well, what do you reckon, boys?
Done.
Done.
We'll call it
It's beer time.
there. I'm keen.
Friday night at Adventure Fit headquarters. I'm going to train. The boys are going to drink beer.
No, I'll be going to train beer.
Well, I'm going to go read up on some property.
Oh, so we're all
We'll
actually
suck.
heavily lame and total lies. We're not going to hang out. We're not going to drink any beer.
Nah, we're not drinking beers.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. That's a wrap. Hey, so that was it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. If you didn't, then we don't want to know about you. The show notes, so everything mentioned in this show, will be found at www.adventurefittravel.com/podcast. So anything that you want to check up on, any link to anything that we mentioned will be in there, so you can go and play around with all the usable stuff that we spoke about, if any, on this episode. And then join our mailing list there as well. So on the website, there's plenty of places and bars and little opt-in boxes. Join our mailing list. If you're on our mailing list, you'll get all the updates with our trips, all the updates with our promotions, all the updates with Adventure Fit Radio, and all the blogs that we have through our content team. So it's all good stuff, guys. We don't spam anyone. Anyway, we'd also like to thank our sponsors before we go, and that's audible.com. Check out audibletrial.com/ADVF Radio for 30 free days and a free audiobook, and Adventure Fit Travel. Like I said, head online, check out our trips. The Philippines is coming up. You don't want to miss out. And that's pretty much it. Catch you next week.
Discovery Roger, go for deploy.